listening to, watching, hearing, smelling, tasting, and feeling sex, drugs, and skincare. Like and subscribe. Hey, welcome back to Sex, Drugs, and Skincare. I am Nikki Davis Jr., stand-up esthetician, licensed comedian. This is the only skincare podcast that actually has comedians.
I've never seen anything.
What do you mean? You've never seen
anything? So this is definitely something that I haven't seen. Because I've never seen anything.
Because you just haven't even, you don't even see things.
I don't look at things because I can't see color.
Or dead people.
Or dead people. I don't watch that movie.
Yeah. Or colored dead people.
I won't watch anything with Bruce Willis in it. With Bruce Willis.
Well said.
Thank you.
So thank you for enjoying the new shorter format. It's just been forcing our incredibly funny friends to be funny on the fly, and it's actually working. I think the pressure is really, don't you feel like it's making people just sort of like think faster?
I think it is subconsciously making people think faster because they know it's a shorter podcast, but also they're more excited to get to go home sooner. I think that's the biggest thing. Is like when you go to a place, you're like, oh, I'm here less than, oh my God. Everything might as well be the DMV if you get to go home sooner. You're like, oh, thank God.
Every time before, and I love, this is like my favorite thing to do is this podcast. Every single time on the way here, we both are like, oh God, I can't wait to come home.
Yeah.
So exciting. Yeah.
Anything that I've ever planned that's super, super excited. I'm like, oh, I'm looking forward to talking about it on the way home after.
Yeah.
Because, it's just that kind of thing people do.
Yeah. This is my co-host, Sherpa boyfriend, set decorator, all around cute guy with curly hair.
This is
Sandro Yocolano.
This is me. Hello.
You're very cute.
You're very cute.
I was looking at you when you were over there. You were cute too on the other couch.
Over there too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, whoa.
He looks cute from a lot of different angles.
Yeah. That's weird. I didn't know that. That's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks. Okay, I feel self-conscious on the couch. I'm like, I don't know how I look on the couch.
You look good on the couch.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. Right. It's good to know.
Yeah, it is good to know. So the last 3 episodes, I have had the guests pick their own
way to die.
Mystery. Yeah, exactly. Their own mystery topics. And I came in with 4. We have 1 left. And I'm going to have to give this to you, and I need you to read it out loud for us. Okay, are you ready?
Yep.
Here you go. Sandro?
Okay.
Read it into the camera.
Skincare for sex workers.
Yes!
Nice.
I'm so glad you got this one.
This is great. We just wrapped another tax season. So, sex workers...
Oh, right, yeah.
If you're a sex worker, you got to fill your taxes like everybody, like every hardworking American, like every hard-on working American.
There it is.
Thank you.
Kaboom.
Kaboom. You better get checked for STDs.
I like our topics lately because it's like, it's stuff that you normally wouldn't think about with skincare, but it also, I think it shines light on things that you do want to know about skincare.
Yes.
Don't you think?
Sometimes I do.
I want you to praise me right now.
Yeah, I do. I think that you're doing a great job.
And
I think there are things that you're like, oh, I wonder how people take care of themselves in this specific thing.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Like sometimes when I used to watch porn, I used to watch like stuff like that. And I would see these people that looked completely drugged out of their minds. Like they had to go somewhere.
Not that I've seen it.
Not that you've ever seen it. Drugged out of their minds. They look like their last, ditch effort. They're smiling and you feel like they're happy, but they're dead inside. But their skin looks great.
And that's all that matters.
That's all that matters. What are they doing? So I'm curious to know, what are these people doing? I mean, obviously their lives are in shambles and they're going to die very early, but you look good.
As long as they look good, that's all that really matters.
Right. And all you got to show is it's on your whole.
Life
on the whole has to look good.
And to be serious though, a lot of sex workers enjoy what they do.
Yes, they do very much.
And this is not to denigrate anybody who's in the sex industry. I mean, I think it's a very much needed, as I itch my arm. So I think it's a much needed industry that it just maybe needs a little bit of tidying up with the way people are treated.
It could be, I think so. It's definitely something that people like to do. I've heard people like to have sex. And so maybe, as a worker or whatever, you do that, or, or maybe that's just your way of, that's your addiction. And you found a way to make money off of it, That's what
we do.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm addicted to opening my mouth, and obviously it's like sex working, except jokes sometimes come out.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then people laugh, and then you go home.
Yeah, like sex.
And exactly. People laugh and then they go home.
Exactly.
Oh God, I wish I could. So Let's get into it. All right. So
All
we're
right.
going to talk about some industry insights, some actual real anecdotes, and a pinch of science. Pinch of science.
Are you sure about you want to do a pinch of science when you're talking about sex workers? Because everybody knows that sex workers is mainly religious. It's mainly like a it's a biblical thing.
Oh, I see. I thought you were going to make a joke about the pinching part.
No, what was the pinching? Oh, because pinching it.
I don't know, because you're pinching. I don't know, pinching it off.
Pinching someone's. When I think of pinching, a pinch of science, somebody's like squeezing somebody's Bunsen burner, like he. You know?
See, again, I thought you were going to stop at bun, squeezing somebody's.
Oh yeah, Bunsen. Yeah. Sorry.
Nice little. Oh, no. Okay. So. We're going to talk about how some sex workers maintain really glowing skin through sweat, throughout all the sweat and the friction and the stage lights, because that's harsh.
Exactly. And some sex workers through indentured servitude.
Yeah.
Some of them, they don't have a chance to have a choice.
Don't bum everybody out. But
I'm
yeah,
not bumming everybody out, but there is a specific part of the massage market.
Yes.
You go to a massage parlor, and I'm not saying sexually, I'm saying a lot of those people are brought from other countries and they're forced to massage until they work off the debt to the person who brought them there. That's why when you go to a place and it's like $25 massage, like, oh my God.
And they definitely aren't taking it out on you with their incredibly rough strokes and standing on your back.
Not at all. Their hands are not completely calloused. They don't feel like they don't feel like they've been soothing themselves with sandpaper. And their fingers don't smell like cigarettes.
Oh man.
But it is $25 and you can't go wrong because they're out of business now.
I can't, and then we're going to move on, but I'll never forget when me and your brother went to one of those places and we're all in the same room.
Yeah.
And it's like not Italian, and like super Italian. So I look over and the two boys have their shirts off, but do they? Because it was like, by the time I got down to
my brother,
your brother, it was like, and the people that are massaging you are like
bodiless. They're bodiless. They have no bodies.
They're just ghosts.
Well, comparison, we're actually bodies. We just have hair. Yeah. They're hairless. They're from, where they don't even any hair of any kind.
No. So I was wondering what they thought. Like, I'm like, oh man.
They're probably like, God, this is awful enough as it is. Now I have to feel this guy's hair, and it's a rough thing.
It is a rough thing. All right, so let's talk about it. So there's obviously industry pressure. People are wearing heavy duty makeup, right? Sticky costumes.
Yep, stinky costumes.
Stinky costumes.
If you're good at sex work, you're gonna be wearing a stinky costume.
Yep. Bright lights. They're frequently doing back-to-back shows too.
Back-to-back.
And that includes strippers as well.
Yeah, they'll do nuts to butts and backs to back too. One of our favorite comedians likes to talk about the skincare of nuts to butts.
Yeah, nuts to butts. Yeah. Is it butts to nuts or nuts to butts?
It's everything you want.
It doesn't really matter. Yeah. No. But all that stuff can really give you some major skin issues. So there is, and I had to look this person up, Nam Vo. Okay, she's a renowned Vietnamese-American makeup artist, and she's celebrated for her signature dewy dumplings look.
Okay,
right? What is that, you ask? It's a radiant, glowing skin aesthetic that has captivated both celebrities and beauty enthusiasts. I'm not reading this at all. No. So her journey into the beauty industry is both very unconventional and inspiring.
Okay.
And she started her career, though, getting back to that, in strip clubs, prepping the dancers.
Okay.
Right? So she's credited them for inspiring these dewy dumpling glow aesthetics.
And these were in Vietnam, like in another country.
I don't know. I thought it was in America, but I didn't deep dive into that.
And again, these are strip clubs and then dancers over. But because when I'm thinking about prepping strippers for dancing, I just think of the club lowering the lights.
Well, that's nature's makeup.
That's what I'm saying. Like you lower the lights, put on loud music, stick body parts in front of somebody's face that they, and all of a sudden their face is dewy. You're like, oh my God, what a beautiful person I can barely see.
Yeah, their face is dewy.
Yeah. That's interesting. Dewy dumplings. Okay, I want a little more. I want a little more. I want a little more.
I hope I can provide you with more dewy dumplings.
Yeah, but do a dumpling system?
File it away. File that one away. Never to be found.
Don't be cheeky. Come on.
Oh, you're good. Okay, hold on. Let's see. So they're treating skincare like armor because you can't really be yourself in that situation. I don't know if you've noticed when you go to a strip club, it's like full on eyelashes, makeup.
Oh yeah, it's so over the top. You're supposed to look like you're kind of like, it's not a real situation that you're in.
Right.
You know, even though the money you're spending is real.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So now there are some other things that you have to consider with some of those things. Some people are extremely sensitive to coconut oil, and it causes bad breakouts. So you got to watch
Mhm.
that when you're doing. And also, you probably slip right off the pole.
Right. Right. You have to be careful about that.
Let's see. Yeah, there's. Let's see what else is there. Oh shoot, I lost my notes here. Hold on.
Mhm.
A lot of bikini waxing. That's a skincare concern.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That it hurts, and then it gets like
You get the razor bumps, or
you get ingrown
or
hairs.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
You get a rash.
Yeah, and you can't take time off for that stuff. You have to keep going there.
No, you can't take time
And
off
that's
because
when
you
the-
have a rash.
That's when the lights get lower,
Mhm.
and the skin and the face gets even more beautiful to distract from the irritated area.
When the below the belt stuff.
The below the belt stuff, exactly. Wow.
And apparently, I guess she's used tea tree oil and butt cream diaper dye. I don't know what a butt cream diaper dye is, but it's something called Boudreaux's,
Okay.
and that calms the irritation from some of those said waxes.
Said waxes. Okay.
You've never been waxed? Did I wax your
d-
eyebrow once?
I have my eyebrow and my nose hairs. I've
That's
had
right.
waxed.
Oh, that was fun to rip those hairs out of your nose. Wasn't that me? But I know you got it on set once.
No, it wasn't. I don't remember where I did
I
it.
thought you were shooting a commercial and she like ripped out your nose hairs.
No, I think it was my ears hairs. The nose hairs I went once with my. I was visiting my brother, and his wife at the time went to get her eyebrows done.
Mhm.
And she's like, "Oh, I have a credit for this thing," and I was like, "She's giving me a ride to my brother." So I was like, "All right." So basically, they put this thing in your nose. It's like it's like a hard wax. It's almost like a
It's cold wax.
cold. It was warm.
Oh, it was warm.
It
Okay.
was warm, but then it hardened.
Right.
And then it's like black, and then you yank the
Yank
whole
it
thing out,
out.
and like it felt like it was like "Ugh!" It felt like somebody like just I don't know, like it pulled like
I feel
my whole entire
bad.
head out of my head.
Well, you have such thick hair. Like every follicle probably feels just like a rope coming through your skin.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's why I don't get my balls
Oh, is that why?
tweezed.
So that's why?
Yeah, that's why.
You're not-
I used to get them string.
Oh yeah, threading.
Yeah, threading. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, so
Watch the threads.
yeah. All right. So after your shift, if you are a sex worker, it's
Mhm.
advised to obviously to take a shower.
Bullshit. Right.
Even just a quick wipe down, just to remove the sweat,
Mhm.
the alcohol.
After you have sex for a living,
Uh-huh.
it's good to clean yourself.
I think this seems like it's for strippers.
Okay.
And then the bacteria. But
Okay.
yeah, because it's after a shift,
Right.
right?
Right,
They don't
right.
usually call.
They don't have shifts, right?
Yeah.
Like the strippers and nurses usually they have shifts they work, like
Strippers and nurses, yeah.
overnight shifts.
They do actually.
Mhm. I knew a nurse who was going through nursing school to become a stripper, and because it's just it's a lot harder to get your stripper's degree.
Yeah, your stripper's degree.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, you have to go to school. You have to drop out of school for so many years before they're allowed to get your stripper's degree, and then it's very competitive because a lot of people drop out of school.
You're so good.
Well, I know the job climate.
I'm just saying, like, the jokes are really getting better. Like, this is the fourth one we shot today. So, like,
Mhm.
that was very quick of you. I liked it.
Thank
I mean,
you
not
very
that you're
much.
not quick, but like, that was fucking funny.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're
I
welcome.
try to take as much time as I can, but be funny at the same time.
You are.
I just want to go home.
Obviously, you need hydration,
Mhm.
right? So, you're gonna need to moisturize daily. Use like a good heavy body butter post shift, though, because if you're on the pole,
Yeah.
there's nothing more dangerous than going on a pole. I took the S Factor classes.
Mhm.
And when the girls would put body lotion on, yeah,
You
you
slide
slip.
right off?
Yep, and you really hurt yourself.
Got a lot
very
of hip
bad.
dysplasia. You get a lot of stuff where you have to you can't go back to work. Yeah, that's heavy because you have to clean yourself a lot
You have to be like
because you have
dry.
you have to be dry, and then you have to put lotion to keep your skin moist, and then you have to be dry to get on the thing.
Mhm.
So that's what's
Well, that's why
tough.
they give you those sticky, the plastic shoes where you buy them,
Yeah.
because that's how you can climb up the pole because the plastic grabs onto the pole.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's for no other reason
Wow.
other than that.
That is really that. I guess that's why they call it sex workers
Uh-huh.
and not just sex,
Yeah,
because you have to work.
it's hard work.
Yeah. Huh.
I used to be pretty not very good, but I would be willing to show you at some time if we ever had a pole situation. It's just fun to climb the pole and swing around and
Yeah. We could do that.
Yeah, maybe in the yeah, we could put a pole in one of our rooms somewhere just as exercise.
That'd be fun.
That would be fun.
Or what we could do is we could put one outside, and then we can also use it as a tetherball pole, and we can just like, boom, 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 and then the loser has to do a pole dance.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, it does sound like a good idea.
I'm tethered to that idea.
You bitch.
Okay, I took this from Allure magazine. So there's some sex workers called Mari V and Cassie Black.
Okay.
They're performers in the adult and exotic dance industry who've spoken up and shared different insights about how they take care of their skin and their bodies.
Dance. Okay.
Yes, exotic. Because that's with feathers, maybe?
Well, I think so. That's what's exotic. Like, I always think of like an amusement park or something like that. Or
why amusement park?
It's very exotic.
Amusement parks are exotic?
I can't think of what I'm trying to say. What's exotic? Like
It's like an animal. Certain animals are exotic or something that's foreign to your...
Cars are exotic cars. Yes.
Exotic cars,
yes.
right? Like a Lamborghini would be an exotic car, right?
Right. Yeah. Something that's different.
Something that's different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's very exotic dancing. It's
Yeah.
different dancing.
Different dancing. Yeah. That's what they should call it. That's
okay. Different
the
dancing.
movie should have been called Different Dancing instead of Dirty Dancing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Different dancing. It's just different.
It's just different.
Is it dirty? It's just different.
Yeah.
It just hits different.
It's so stupid.
It's different dancing.
Just feeling some type of way. Okay, so they're talking about and giving insights about how they take care of their skin and bodies while working in environments like strip clubs, which involve, like we were talking about, heavy makeup and under the lighting and the sweating and the long hours.
High humidity. The barometric pressure in a strip club has to be just awful.
It's like raining in there.
Yeah, it's got to be raining in there.
They don't have to make it rain. It's already raining.
It's already raining in there. It's like, oh my God, if there was a boat here, there'd be swells.
So gross.
Yeah.
There's lots of swells.
A lot of swells.
Oh.
Not very many swells people, but just lots of swells.
No, yeah, not swell people. Yeah. So apparently, strippers, they have to maintain flawless skin and glowing appearances despite these incredibly harsh conditions. And so they rely on specific skincare routines that are like products and lifestyle habits that are going to combat your issues, which we just talked about, the physical exertion, the makeup and stuff like that. Let's look through my notes and see what they actually said, because I repeated myself on this thing here. The reason why I put them on there is I didn't know who they were when I looked them up. So I actually looked up to see who these people were, because I didn't know who those people were.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're into, okay. So Cassie, we talked about, I think it was Cassie V. Is that what I said?
I think so.
So she uses an SPF primer, waterproof setting spray.
Okay.
So that's really important because that's going to lock in all of your makeup, so it's not sliding off.
Okay.
And then, so she's actually a porn person, a porn actor.
I thought it was exotic dancing.
No, actually, this one is they do exotic dancing a lot of times too.
Because to supplement.
Exactly.
You gotta keep your skills sharp.
Yeah.
I get that. Yeah.
It's a their side hustle.
Well, I remember back when I was a strip club aficionado. I think the last time I went to a strip club, we actually went there to watch a boxing match on a pay-per-view. This was years and years and years ago. And all the strippers were angry at us because we weren't paying attention to them.
Yeah.
And I was like, excuse me, we're trying to watch boxing. Put your body away.
Like, we'll show you a box.
Yeah, but there was also other people. Nice.
Thank you.
God, because it's a regular.
Thank you,
it's
Alex.
a regular U-Haul over there.
Yeah.
But there was other porn stars that were like, oh, so and so is going to be here. Candy Melons is going to be here, or whatever. Is going to come in here later or whatever.
Right, and they draw a big crowd,
huge crowds. And I realized that's how they make at least at that point in time, that's how they were making the bulk of their money, because they weren't making money off of videos, because they weren't selling it so much for commercials and whatnot. They weren't having stuff on ads. Like
Jenna Jameson would do stuff like that and show up at these strip clubs, and it would just draw so many people. And so then she gets paid a big lump sum probably.
Exactly.
Or cover. Part of the cover.
She probably gets covered.
She probably definitely gets covered, actually. So and obviously she does a lot of post-scene showering. And then a comfort meal to reset, she said.
That's nice.
I wonder what's a comfort meal? Like some spaghetti?
I don't know. After you debase yourself for, she could also love it. So, you know what? I'm going from the angle of this is not what they want to do, but maybe this is what they want to do.
They say that's what they want to do.
I totally believe them, but I'm presenting the side of somebody that there's not enough people here that are scared about what's going on in the world. So I want to present that side. We're pretty cool with stuff, and I'm happy
Yeah.
for everybody doing their own thing, but I also want to be terrified.
Yeah.
So I'll play devil's advocate.
You're the perfect American.
Thank you. But yeah, what's the post-show meal?
I don't know. I would like to know something probably that maybe could make you gassy that you couldn't eat before.
That you couldn't have before, or maybe something that like
Chipotle.
Chipotle, yeah, exactly. Chipotle or something that makes you feel it tastes so good, but yet, it's not taking your mind off of work, right? So maybe you'll have like a beef stroganoff, even though it makes you sound...
Stroganoff? This is 1950?
Well, I'm saying like it sounds like masturbating and it has beef in there.
It does, actually.
So it wouldn't throw you off,
Oh, God, beef stroganoff
Probably
is
have
so
like
disgusting.
What's wrong with that?
Beef stroganoff, have you had it?
No. It's just, I've never had that stuff.
It's such like in the old cookbooks that you used to get, like,
yeah.
It was like one of like the big meals that the 50s ladies would cook. Oh,
okay. Is it like a Russian thing? It sounds like
stroganoff. I don't know. It's like got a lot of sauciness and beef and just like cream, I think.
Yeah,
in it.
he was
it's heavy.
As a dictator.
Almost like ceviche?
Okay.
But with beef? Is it cold? I thought it was hot.
Oh, he wants ceviche.
Oh, I want ceviche.
Totally different
yeah.
subject. Alex wants ceviche. Okay,
yeah.
well, that's different.
That sounds amazing, actually. I love ceviche.
Yeah, beef. What's the other one? Not beef stroganoff, but there's also shepherd's pie.
Oh, my.
Shepherd's pie, baby.
There's nothing I like more after a good stripping session than a shepherd's pie.
A nice big bowl of shepherd's pie with like just like a nice, just one bite and you're taking a nap.
Yeah.
Like, ugh, sorry guys, I'm bloated.
You just eat the whole shepherd's pie?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you're a good shepherd, you'll eat the whole pie.
That sounds good too, actually. We should.
You can't flock the shepherd.
No.
Right. Man, this is just getting good.
Okay. So basically it's important not just for your skin, but emotionally and physically to take care of yourself after you're doing stuff.
They meant to have
that.
a comfort meal.
Well, I mean, that's part of it. She's caring for herself.
Right.
Not just, she probably starved herself all day long, so she looked good in a bathing suit or whatever, or naked or whatever you do when you strip.
Yeah, no matter what you do for like, it feels like even if you do that your entire life, it's not like you're going to be like any less self-conscious. You might just not care so much about certain things, but you're still going to be like, no, I don't want to go up there looking like I just ate a bag of farts. Because then people are going to want to give money. You're like,
They're in the vending machine out there. Like nice little Lay's farts.
Oh, yeah. A gassy, farty stripper, not going to get any money.
No.
Contrast, I remember growing up, I remember seeing strippers a lot of times with like tampon hanging out. And they would have no problem.
That's because it's Florida.
Tips. Oh, yeah, it's Florida for sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, they're taking care. At least you know that they're not in menopause.
Yeah, and strings attached, but not in the way you think.
God, I hate you so much sometimes.
Come on.
No. All right. So the key takeaways and for the glow guidelines for these people is you want to exfoliate a lot. You're going to use a body scrub or a sponge because you want to get all the buildup off, and it will also prevent the irritation that you're going to get.
Right.
You're going to do a post-shift cleanse. You're going to post-shift,
okay.
not post-shit.
Yeah. You don't want to pre-shift.
No. And then you're going to hydrate, and then you're going to put a rich oil or a body butter on over whatever you're hydrating with to, just to seal in the juices.
Yeah.
And then you're going to want to target your friction zones. I'm assuming your friction zones, they do a lot of crawling. So like elbows, a lot of crawling. Right?
Yeah. I guess like going through like if you're doing like, aren't you like holding on like your arm too when you're going through a pole?
Yeah. Lap dancing also is probably creating a lot of friction points. Don't you think?
I think so. Yeah. I think the whole point of lap dancing is friction.
It's friction.
Yeah. I think the whole thing is friction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then a stress set routine. You can go home and have a nice little Epsom salt bath, and these are all things that are going to make you look good from the inside out.
And as much as you're taking a bath, when you pull that plug, you're not going to swirl down with the water.
What do you mean?
And sometimes like maybe they're like, oh, I have had such a terrible day, and I just want to go in the drain.
Yeah.
But you're not going to do that.
No, why wouldn't they?
Because they're people. They matter.
Okay. I just wanted you to see how far you would go in explaining that.
I don't care. I'll go as far as I need to go.
Good. Please do. So, and obviously with any of this stuff, just like anything in the 114 episodes that we've done, whatever it is, it's about consistency with the hygiene, with the routine, with the recovery, with anything you're doing with your skin. You have to be consistent, or I mean, you can't just do Pilates one day and then, expect to be like in good shape.
That's a weird thing is like sometimes that'll happen where like I will start something, I'll do something and I'll feel good because I'm doing it. But then I'm like, yeah, but I don't look any different.
Yeah.
And then that's when it's like, all right, well, never mind. Because it's instead of like just continuing it, like, oh, I feel good, and eventually I'll keep feeling better, and then I'm like, oh my God, that I look different.
Yeah.
Which I like the way I look, and I feel better, So
it's consistency. You're doing it for your future self.
Yeah, that's a good way to put that.
It is a good way to put it. So yeah, a little exfoliation, a little body butter. It goes a long way. A little nighttime lotion. So basically, yeah, just treat your skin like it's your job to take care of which it is. It's your job to take care of your own body, whether you're stripping, having sex for money, or none of those things.
Yeah, or having money for sex.
What did I say?
You said sex for money.
Oh yeah, or having money for sex.
Having money for sex.
Yeah, okay.
Right. Yeah.
I thought maybe I said it backwards.
Well, you have sex for money.
Yeah.
But then the people that are spending the money are having money for sex.
Oh, that's true.
Don't forget the people that are also spending money for sex have terrible skin. And the people that they want to see have all the beautiful skin.
Okay.
Because what they want, because like anything else, the ugly people want to see themselves in the beautiful people sexually.
I was going to say physically?
Physically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this has been very enlightening.
Thank you. I'm glad you learned something.
You really, really schooled me on this, and I really appreciate all the research that you did for this podcast today.
Well, it's the most I can do.
Yeah. All right. Well, that about wraps it up. Thank you so much for being the guest to bounce things off of. And for I think you got the best topic of the 4 that we presented.
It's a very interesting topic, and I like the different topics that you've kind of been choosing from lately. Before they were terrible, but now they're really good. But yeah, no, it's very interesting because you would wonder what do they do for that situation, and usually when you work, you do something that's tailored to what you do. You know, people that like, work in mines, when they come out, they have to clean their face off with a certain thing,
right.
Like you have coal in your face.
Maybe we'll do that episode, coal miner skincare.
Coal miner skincare. Yeah. Right. And then we'll also talk about the fact that they're using underage labor in coal mines, making them coal miners.
Oh man.
It's not me. These are the countries doing it. The regulations are unbelievable. You wouldn't believe the amount of lies
that you're telling.
I'm telling people.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, thanks for letting me bounce off these ideas off of you. And then, if you ever want to hear a topic on skincare, some aspect of it that we haven't covered, or something that you want a repeat of, because I'm happy to do repeats, because there's some stuff that in the longer podcast I definitely would like to scale down, like some of the skin taping and stuff like that. Leave it in the comments for us. And we will get to it for sure. I listen, and I don't listen to them because they don't talk to me, but I read them all. I read all one of them, and I read every one.
They said, if you've read one, you've read them all. If you read one, that's all of them.
Yep. All right. Well, this is a wrap on our sex, drugs, and skincare today. So we will see you next week. Take care. Bye.
Support your local Reddit.
Yep.